Petey Beats here from Pop Turn. It's me to Nhi Do about some really cool short horror films, including The Sorrow, which is making its festival rounds right now. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, Peter, I'm so excited.
It's really cool because it's like we're past spooky season, but let's be honest, we celebrate spooky season all year long. It doesn't take a break for us.
It's true.
What's it like kind of reading these scripts and then actually going and filming these short horror films? Because I feel like that script to screen journey is really interesting. And you can answer this specifically with The Sorrow, but I know you have a bunch kind of out right now. There's one on Alter, but like specifically The Sorrow, what's that like reading it and then actually going and filming it specifically?
Well, I mean, specifically with The Sorrow, I got to really read an earlier version of it just because this was my producing debut. So I got way more hands-on with it, got to give some notes. So I think to me, it was like the biggest journey. You know, when you get a script, right? There's one movie, when you film it, it's another movie, when you edit, it's a third movie.
Yep.
So I think that was like the biggest jump that I ever experienced. So yeah, I think it started off as like a cute little pitch, and then it kind of grew and grew as we were developing it. And I'm really proud of what it became.
How do you prepare yourself for those scenes where it's literally you? Because I talk to a lot of you just like in the dark, hearing things, seeing things, because it's like, that's something about this film that was really kind of captivating, where a lot of the scenes are just you getting freaked out. So like, was it scary filming those scenes specifically?
I mean, technically, no. There's like people on set. There's lights.
Sure.
There's like all the technical stuff. But I think you do have to be scared to make it real. And like, I love like getting scared. Like I love haunted houses and things like that. So I think it was easy for me to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You did mention you're also producing a lot right now. Acting and producing, it's really interesting because, you've done just acting, you've done just producing, you did both on this film. Did they complement each other? Was it a bit of a tug of war? What was that like balancing those two hats specifically for The Sorrow?
I mean, you kind of nailed it with calling it a tug of war because I think like it's two different parts of the brain.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's not, I feel like being a writer, director, or director, actor, or writer, actor is a little bit more cohesive on the creative side. So it was an amazing exercise in just letting go.
Yeah, absolutely. When I do these interviews, I kind of don't really want to give spoilers away because I went in watching The Sorrow fresh, and that was the best way possible, doing a really amazing festival run, some awards at the Vancouver Horror Show this year. Congratulations. You also just got nominated for an award, right? A UBC award, right?
Yeah, UBCP ACTRA for best performance in a short. So yeah, super,
I'm so happy
super
for
exciting.
you. So it's like all these things kind of happening with The Sorrow. People need to check it out. It will be also at Blood in the Snow at the end of the month as well in Toronto, which is really exciting. Shifting gears a little bit, another horror film. You have a horror film that just kind of dropped on Alter. Very different, very disturbing, like The Sorrow. This one more kind of gory. Tell us a little bit about this film specifically that people can watch now on Alter's YouTube channel.
It's a super fun, dark body horror. So if you're a little squeamish, definitely don't eat before. that would be like my one spoiler alert. But this was part of a competition in Vancouver called the Crazy Eights.
Okay.
So you have 8 days to pretty much like film, do a little bit of prep, film, and then deliver. So pretty intense.
Okay.
And I had an amazing time with the concept. It's like the idea of how far would someone go to get their dreams.
Did people end up telling you like was there a lot of like yes chef on set at all? Was that...
Yeah. And of course, like like the menu and the bears, so many references to that and like that intensity.
When I saw the poster for the first time, that was the first thing that came to mind. Yes, chef, thank you, chef. Okay, chef. Yes, Chef Nhi, yes. Thank you.
Heard, chef. Yes, chef. Yeah.
Do you think about that at all because at the end of the day, there's so much steps of movies kind of being made and then movies coming out disseminated to the world to see. And sometimes in advance, sometimes you don't. And they do festival runs or sometimes they're sold and everything. And specifically, you have like 2 films right now that people can kind of see in different ways, right? You have one in the festival circuit. You have one people can watch online. It's hard to kind of plan for those things though, right? Like, or do you think about that or maybe have an idea that there might be a situation where it could be the perfect storm and a few things come out? Like, do you think about that at all? Because I'm curious.
I mean, when I'm acting, no, but like obviously when the film is like being delivered, you always hope like you want people to see it, right? And experience it and have that connection to it. So I don't think there's a right answer. I think every film is so different. And I think as long as it gets to people and like, for instance, like High End Dying, I did do a little festival run with it and people got to give me feedback and that's what matters most. So it's cool that now it's on Alter and so people can watch it like all over the place.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so that's available on Alter. The Sorrow's doing a really amazing, incredible, successful festival run. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for them to check it out. Nhi, so great chatting with you. Thanks so much for your time.
yay, I'm so glad I'm finally here.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.